It's snack time. Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite subjects of all time, snacks. So shall we? Ooh, that really sprayed. Shall we get into it? I got my burger earrings on, so I'm not messing around today. Quarantine has been difficult. But with that said, I would like to acknowledge my privilege. I live in a home. I can pay my bills. Things are not that bad. I think just emotionally and mentally difficult times. So I have raised the bar on my snacking and the things that bring me comfort, which is snacks. To me, snacking has been an essential part of this quarantine so far. I have been finding a lot of joy in making snacks, making food in general. I learned how to make pasta, sushi, pretzels, just random stuff during this time that I spent at home. I was chatting with one of my buds, Cecily, and she sent me a photo of her snacks, which I had influenced her to eat. So I thought, hey, maybe I should make a video about all the snacks that I've really been enjoying during this time, because maybe someone else might. So here we are. It's snack time. Not all snacks are made equal. I have created a 4-tier list of the different levels of snacking and how good they are. So top tier is obviously top shelf. Can't mess around with that. Second tier is good bad. It's the good kind of bad. It's not great, but it's not evil.
He's good bad, but he's not evil.
Third tier, that's a little sad. Because some of these snacks, they're a little sad, but I like them, so I'm not gonna stop eating them. Then the final tier, the bottom of the barrel tier is trash woman. And that's me, of course.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage.
I would just like to say, first of all, that I haven't really been drinking. I mean, I don't really drink. So I've been enjoying the flavors of bubbly and LaCroix. I know people call it LaCroix, but to me that just seems like when Americans call foyers foyers. In my mind, this is LaCroix, sweetie. Sweetie darling, LaCroix. Anyone else watch Absolutely Fabulous? If not, you really gotta get on that.
LaCroix, sweetie.
And then, of course, the Michael Bublé in cerise cherry. I'm from Canada. French is our second language, so I'm like basically fluent. I'm not. I did, however, learn a lot of French from a singing pineapple.
Dommage.
We are going to start with one of my absolute favorites. I'm sure many of you have heard of Boom Chicka Pop, but have you heard of Boom Chicka Pop Puff? I don't know what to say. I'm under the illusion that they're like, you know, healthy because they're organic, but I mean, it's just my reptilian brain being like, salt, dairy, oil. So I'll live under the illusion that these are a healthier option, which I'm sure they're not, but damn are they tasty. It's like having the texture of like a really low-end cheese puff, but the flavor is exponentially better. No comparison. In fact, let's just tuck into these. What's a snack video without snacking? So what I like to do, because every one of these snacks has their own little ritual attached to them. This one, I like to put it on my tongue and then just let it melt and feel like that crackling and then just like the foam decreasing to nothing. I just realized I'm wearing a white shirt and like, that could be dangerous. Big mistake. Big, huge. I have to go shopping now.
Big mistake. Big, huge. I have to go shopping now.
Anyone else a fan of Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman? Just me? So these I would say is like top shelf. personally. Oh my god, so good. One more. This is the thing. I've been holding on to this bag for days. It's been so difficult, but I got through it and now I can eat it. Okay. That aside, this is my Costco bag of tamari almonds. As you can see, they're quite well loved in this house. Put them in a good bad category because there's just so much salt on them. Tamari is quite sodium heavy and they're not organic, so they're just good bad. But oh, I love a good flavored almond. The next one I don't actually have on hand because when I get a box, I just eat the whole thing, so I haven't in a while. But double stuffed Oreos, I heard there's like a mega stuffed and I think that might just be too much for me, but the double stuffed, perfect. This is my Oreo ritual. I twist, take the top off, eat the top, then I lick all the icing and then I eat the bottom. Anyone else do this? Just me? I only do that with the double stuffed though, because otherwise they just don't twist easy. I've also really been enjoying the lemon Oreos. Why are they so delicious and so hard to find? I've not been able to find them in Edmonton as the normal stuffed version. I can only find the thins and I feel like the thins are just like, what's the point? I have to eat twice as many to enjoy. As much as I love Oreos, I would put it in the trash woman category because they are just pure sugar. They are vegan, but they're pure sugar. I guess I should say this too. I'm a vegetarian, weighing more on the side of plant-based. I do mostly eat plant-based, but I do make pasta and I will get cheese for it. We do get cheese pizza sometimes, but I don't eat fish and I don't eat actual eggs. I do go to the bakery sometimes, so I know I'm buying desserts with egg in them, but you know, it's a journey. Maybe one day I'll be 100% plant-based, but I'm happy where I am right now. And that's just me. I think everyone should, you know, eat whatever's good for them. I totally acknowledge that lots of people live in food deserts and a lot of things are inaccessible to people. So that's just me personally, what I eat. That's all. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because there might be questions. And anyway, detour. Next up, this is my Costco size jar of olives. They were on sale at Costco, so I bought a flat of them and they are the best olives ever. They are the Castelvetrano. Oh, they're organic too. Oh my gosh, I am going to butcher this. Castelvetrano. Anyway, this stuff, unreal. We had to buy a flat because they're so damn good. I would put those on top shelf, 100%, without a doubt. A couple weeks ago, I was at Costco. My grocery shopping is like Superstore, Costco, farmer's market. I ended up having a craving for mozzarella sticks, as one does on occasion. So I decided to buy a Costco-sized box of mozzarella sticks, which I ate for breakfast for like 2 weeks. Ah, feels good to get that out. It was amazing. But by the end of it, I was like, okay, I've had my mozzarella stick fix probably for the year. I think I'm good. And by year, I mean like full calendar year. Like 365 days. Maybe next September, October, I could revisit the mozzarella stick again, but not now. However, maybe I shouldn't buy a Costco-sized box because that was outrageous. I just felt compelled to finish them, to get them out of my life. Anyway, as far as like rating system goes, I would also put that on trash woman level because they aren't great. I think I'm gonna actually try and make my own version of mozzarella sticks with like organic cheese strings and panko bread crust. I don't know. I'll update you guys on that one. Who knows? Could be good, could be bad. Mozzarella sticks from Costco, do not recommend. I think that's just too many. All right, this next one is a bit of a niche one perhaps because it is Edmonton based, but another incredible quarantine snack is Kind ice cream. They do have vegan ice cream and I do like it. However, they have London Fog ice cream and it will just blow your mind. It's so good. That's 100% top shelf. No debate on that. Another thing that I really like is fermented things. Fermented, pickled, anything like that. So pickles obviously love, but kimchi. Oh, the best. Kimchi and also sauerkraut. And I will just like get a little bowl, fill it with kimchi, eat that. Or I'll get a bowl of sauerkraut, but then I will put nutritional yeast on top of it. And I don't know if this is disgusting but I think it's awesome. It's so tasty, and nutritional yeast is great for B12, but I like it because it kind of has like a cheesy flavor to it, but it's not cheese. And if I were to rate that, I would say that those are probably, that's a little sad, just because it's just a bowl of fermented vegetables. But damn, is it tasty. The next thing that I have to discuss is, a 3-tier system. There's the optimal version of this, and I love getting that, but sometimes it's out of stock, and it's also expensive. Then there's the second tier of it, which is healthier, and I can make it easily, but it's just not quite the same, but it's good. And then the last tier of this is just like, you okay? Do we need to call someone? Do you need to talk to someone? So top tier, these damn peanut butter cups is like what I remember peanut butter cups tasting like when I was a kid, but better. So they are vegan because it's a dark chocolate, but the peanut butter in them, it's like the highest quality. I don't know. But this little package, it's like $4.50 for two peanut butter cups. And sometimes they're not even in stock, but damn, they're so good. I like to put them in the freezer and then just like slowly eat them, slowly. When I can't get my hands on these, I then move to tier 2. This is, of course, top shelf. Tier 2, I'd say good, bad. Tier 2 is I take pitted dates, cut them. They're usually kind of cut them, put Mara peanut butter in them. Have you ever tried that peanut butter? It's unreal. So I put the Mara peanut butter in them, and then I melt chocolate and I dip the dates in the chocolate, and then I put them in the freezer, I don't know, for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And it's kind of like a peanut butter cup, but with like the chewiness of a date. And I would say that that's on the good, bad. The final tier is these, where I eat them, but also spoon peanut butter into my mouth. Mara peanut butter, granted, but baking chocolate. Dark morsels are my favorite. Sometimes I'll just drink out of the bag. I always have a bag of these chocolate chips on hand because they're an essential at this point, and I'm fine with that. But those chocolate chips and the peanut butter, I would say that's a little sad. That's where that clocks in. I enjoy making popcorn too with nutritional yeast, and we also like to put paprika into the butter when we're melting it. And typically I'll use like a vegan butter. I'm trying to think what that thing is called. Good Balance, maybe? No, that sounds wrong. I don't know, it's vegan butter. Maybe I'll find a picture of it and put it here. That's the vegan butter I use. Nature's Balance? I don't know, you can see it. Oh yeah, nutritional yeast on popcorn is incredible. I suggest everyone try it. And I would rate that as good, bad. Vegan butter's not the greatest for you. It's basically oil, but popcorn, great. It's great source of fiber, I believe. The next thing I do not currently have, but I think I need to order some soon because I can't find it anywhere here. And typically I've had it from trips when I've gone to Toronto or when I'm in Arizona. I can find it there. Not here though. It's called HU. HU, that's the brand name, and they make the absolute best chocolate bars I've ever tasted in my entire life. They have a mint one that is so good. It's like it's also dark chocolate too, which I'm a big fan of. So there's a mint one, and then I think they have like a hazelnut cream too. Oh, it's also good. Haven't been able to find it here, so I need to put in an order, but they are not cheap either. Good chocolate is expensive unless you are that chocolate brand that was just buying other people's chocolate and melting it down and then putting fancy packaging on it. They're out of like New York or Brooklyn or something, and they basically fooled everyone for the longest time, and then it was realized that they were basically buying their chocolate in bulk from a French chocolate distributor, I believe, and just repackaging it in a nicer packaging. and selling it, and then they got caught. So they actually had to start making their own chocolate, and it was so bad. I remember buying it originally and being like, this is amazing. And then another time grabbing some bars from, I think Duchess carried it. I can't remember the name. Mast Brothers. There you go. And tasting it and being like, oh, that seems to be better. What? Anyway, that's the story on that. Maybe I'll link something down below if you want to look into it more. But that's Cole's Notes. Hugh, Who, whatever it's called, HU. They are top shelf, 100%. Another snack that's been more on the healthier side, I suppose. I learned how to make whipped cream with coconut milk. So now I just keep a can of coconut milk always in the fridge, just on hand, just in case I want to make a whip. It is fairly easy. Well, I mean, I also have a mix master, which makes it super easy. But yeah, it's just like the fat of the coconut in the mix master with some icing sugar and vanilla. And I like to put a dash of maple syrup in there too. But yeah, I like having that coconut whipped cream with fresh like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. That would be top shelf for me because that whipped cream is so good. Okay, we need an intermission. These are just staring at me. Okay, favorite business. I've also really been getting into baking, both buying other people's baking and my own. This quarantine, I've learned how to make scones, and that was thanks to a PR Zoom call that I was on for Fresh Beauty, and learned how to make scones, strawberry scones, so good. I also made pretzels for the first time. Those turned out really well too, and banana bread. And lastly, we've definitely been making the rounds from other bakeries around town, so like Duchess and Laboule are our two go-tos, and Laboule more so because we end up getting bread there every week. But their cinnamon brioche, fantastic. And Duchess, cherry pies, and oh my god, their banana cream pie, unreal, so good. And what else? Anyway, aside from the foods, I just have these two drinks. Which we already talked about, the Charisse Bubbly and the La Croix, which I hadn't drank La Croix prior to this, but I saw that they had a coconut sparkling water. Excellent. I haven't tried any of the other flavors. None of them have really pulled me aside from this one, so do you have a favorite? Do you have a recommendation? These are obviously top shelf to me, as is visiting Laboule or Duchess. I think that about wraps it up. I mean, that was a lot of snacks. Thanks so much for joining me on my snack journey, and if you have any recommendations of snacks that you've been enjoying, please let me know. Always looking to add to my list. And we'll see you soon. Doodles!